This week, Bestie, I am learning a lesson of when you overspend, what you actually do about it. Basically, last week I overspent in my petrol category, and that's because I had an errand to run on one part of the week, and then I had to drive to my friend's wedding the another part of the week. So because of that, I was driving a lot more than I was used to. And because I've not been filling my tank whatsoever, I needed to fill it twice. Because of that, I literally have to do something about this overspend. And it's only £20. It's not a massive deal. But if I keep doing that, and if I keep waving away overspends, I'm going to erode any sort of buffer that I have. And I'm not really going to, I worry that I'm going to fall into bad patterns as well. So I need to do something about that. Hi guys, gals, non-money pals, welcome to Budget with Ira. On this channel we talk about budgeting, paying down debt and saving up for the life that you truly deserve. If that sounds like something you like to watch, please consider subscribing to the channel because we do have a lot of fun around here, bestie. We really do. So in today's video, we're going to be checking in for week 3 of April's budget. Now what that means is I'm going to be looking at all of my cash spends and my digital spends and making sure that they tally up and correlate to the budget that I set out a couple of weeks ago. So as I said, there was a bit of an overspend on petrol, but all the rest seemed to have gone quite well. So the only thing to do is to show you what I've done. So bestie, let's get budgeting. Okay, we're here with the April spread and we're going to be checking in with my expense tracker stickers from the 16th all the way to the 22nd. Let's get going. So on the 16th we went to Tesco's. We spent $84.33 on groceries. Now don't worry, we had a lot of money left over from last week, remember, so it wasn't over budget. We still had a little bit left over afterwards actually. I also filled up my car with petrol. It was the £12 that I rolled over. The Monday was a no spend day. I love using these stickers, they make me so happy. The BT internet came out on the Tuesday. That was £33.07 and we're coming up to the end of the contract with that one, so I can cancel that one soon because we're not actually using it because it is just too slow. We also, as in me and Jake, we went to the Harvester and we used the last £10 from groceries and Jake paid the rest. It was his treat. My car insurance came out on the Wednesday and that was more than expected. It was $28.50, which is a bit much, but it's okay. Then there was another no spend on the Thursday. So I had a bit of an errand day on the Friday. I needed to get some bits, so I had to drive into a different town that was far away. So I put another £20 into petrol, which was an overspend, but we'll deal with that later. I wanted to get some bits from Primark. I spent £25, so £15 came from my spending money. And then £10 came from my floaty challenge because it was for like a shirt and some glass, like it was just junk. Well, not junk, I needed it, but like it wasn't like clothing. And then I went to Next and I used the rest of the money in floaty. I've got underwear and a tie and stuff like that because I was going to the wedding on Saturday. And for the wedding, I budgeted £150 and I spent £150 pretty much on the nose. And that was it. That was my week. So now what I want to go ahead and do is I want to check in for week 3. So let's get cracking. Okay, I'm going to start by filling in everything that I know. Okay, so for spending, we stuffed £16. That was what I had after I did my savings challenges. And then I only spent 15. It was at Primark, so my rollover is £1.71. For groceries, we stuffed £66 and I already had £32.39. So we had quite a lot of money. We did end up spending nearly all of it. It was £94.33 we spent, and that is £4.06 to roll over. For petrol, we stuffed 12, but then I did 2 spends. So I did £32, so I did 12, and then I did 20 because I just had to go so many places. So I actually overspent by 20. We will deal with that later on in the video. For household, there were no spends at all. So we've still got the 23.81 that we had from the start of the week. And while the petrol wasn't overspent, I'm not going to class it as an overspend, so we will deal with it later on. So we're just going to keep me unbudgeted for the month at -24 so far. So last week we stuffed £94. We spent £141.33, and that's not including the sinking funds and things like that we spent. So it was more than that, but the stuff that we're tracking right now, it was £141.33. So that means we've got £29.58 to roll over. So there's a couple things that I want to do. We'll deal with the petrol overspend in a sec, but first we need to get on and do the savings challenges. So we're going to do this one here. This is my 26 envelope challenge. We're going to do the highest number there, which is the 20. I've got my £20 here. So we're going to get that one done. And then after that, I will join you while we have a look at the budget and make sure we are on track. Okay, so back in the budget, there's a couple of bills that we need to account for. The Sky hasn't come out yet. I think I've just got the day wrong, but car insurance did come out. It was more than expected. It was £28.50, so a little bit more. And then did Sky come out? No, it didn't, but BT Internet did, and it was £33.07. So there's like a £7 or £6 price hike. What happened in March? Let's have a quick look. Did the same thing happen? No. Did it? What are we looking at? BT Internet. No, it was the same. So not sure what that is, but it is something that I need to get rid of. So we've only got two more bills to come out, which is Sky and Apple, and then we are good. And we'll probably be able to do that next week. But we are already basically at the end. So let's go ahead and let's cash stuff for next week. Okay, here we are with most of my binders. We have my sinking funds binder here. That's a stunning resin poured one. We've got my savings challenges here, and we've got my everyday binder here. Absolutely love these. We do need to get on and get these stuff, so let's get cracking, bestie. Let's start with groceries. We should have the final week in here, which is £70. So 20, 40, 60, 70. And before we stuff that, we're going to move over to my wild card that's available on my Etsy store. When you buy this challenge, you get a suit of stunning cards, and here's what the cards look like. They are in a stunning rainbow, and they're just absolutely beautiful. You've got some rules here, but you don't have to play by these rules. What the rules are essentially is whatever card you draw, you save. So ace is a 1 all the way up to a 10, where jack's 20, queen is 30, king is 40. And I'm going to do this 4 times in a year, which makes 52 drawings, and I'm going to save a lot for a holiday. So really excited about that. My cards are in the back of here, so let's get stuffing these. So basically I drew a 4 last week, and that was like fine for me, but we've got some big hitters in here. So I don't know what it's going to be. I'm shuffling. I'm going to split the deck here and kind of hope for a sort of medium number. 10. Very, very easy. Not too bad at all. So I'll return these to the back. I've taken the 10 out so that I don't draw it again, because we're on the 3rd way round of this one. So I've only got one more to do after this. I'm going to take the 10, I'm going to put it into the wild card, which makes my life loads easier. And then we're going to stuff 60 quid. And we've got all of this change from the previous weeks as well. So not too shabby at all. So I'm just going to chuck this in here. Cool, right, let's move over. Next thing we have is petrol. So if you remember from the video, I overspent by £20, and I can't like allow myself to do that and just get away with it. So I'm not gonna like just count it as an overspend. I'm actually just going to return this to the bank. So I've got a back-to-bank envelope, which I never get to use, but there it is there. That's going to return to the bank because I can't just overspend and just make it okay with myself. I've budgeted for a reason. So I'm left with 10. And what I would normally do is the 10.50 challenge here. 10 doesn't really fit into it very, very nicely. I don't technically need any petrol either. So I could stuff it, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep it to the side, and we're going to go straight into to spending. So I'm probably going to roll twice, but take a little bit more from spending. I don't know how it's going to work out, but yeah, basically there's that. So we've got 40 quid I could potentially give myself for spending money this week, but you and I both know that I'm not going to do that. We are going to be moving over to my 10-50 challenge that's available on my Etsy store. But a lovely new one comes with a 20-sided dice, and it is a wonderful way to save because what you do is you roll the dice every time you go to stuff, and whatever it lands on, you save. As you can see here, I've saved a lot of money through this. I've got some 5s, a 7, some 11s, some 14, 16, loads of 16, there's 17 and 18 left over. So, I mean, I'm potentially going to be rolling twice, but let's see what we get. So I'm going to turn this over, and just so that I can see what it is, and let's roll 17. Okay, I've got a 17, so that's good. Now, should I risk it and roll twice? Because I shouldn't really have that extra tenner. Okay, let's roll and see what I would get. A 1. Well, that does make 18. Should I roll one more time? 16. What's 17 plus 16? 33. So if I put in, that means I'd have 7. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 18 from the first 2, yeah? So I'm just going to do that and give myself 20. So I just cross off that 18. So I do the 17 and the 1, which made 18. And I give myself 22. Should I do that? Now I feel really necky. Like I shouldn't have done that. Tell you what, I'll do 18 and 12. I'll do 18 and 12 because that makes 30. And then I've got a tenner. How about that? I'll do that. So I'm going to give myself a tenner for the week. Then I don't feel guilty, and I'm also achieving my goal. So 18 and 12, not too shabby at all. Thank you so much for being here with me this week. I hope to see you next week. Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. I do need to say a massive thank you to Wanda Dean. Thank you so much, Wanda. I don't talk about it very often because I don't want people to think that I'm begging for stuff, but I do have my Buy Me a Coffee available, and I don't talk about it very often, but it is always linked in the description. But sometimes people find it within their heart to gift me on Buy Me a Coffee. It's just like a £5 donation, but you can multiply it, and Wanda did decide to multiply it and gifted me a very, very generous amount of money, and I just want to highlight Wanda as an amazing bestie. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Wanda. You don't have to send me money on Buy Me a Coffee to make me appreciate you. Just having eyes on this video means the world to me. But I do want to say a massive thank you to the channel members and the patrons who support me in ways that I cannot fully contextualize and express. But I just want to say a huge thank you to them as well. If you would like to join them and support me over on Patreon, please take a look at the link in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. That is all we have for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let's keep this short and sweet. And bestie, I will see you in the next one. The next one is a cash stuffing. Oh, I love those ones. Can't wait. Until then, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. And bestie, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.